Let's break down and talk about Zero from Granblue Fantasy. You know, I find it very interesting that we start in this sound quality that is super dialed into the church aesthetic. Obviously, we have big block organ chords, and we have the chorus all moving in unison, all coming together. And I think that really does a great job of emphasizing the feeling of seeing a deity, seeing a god, admiring something, and it gives a sense of stature and a sense of height. It makes us feel like who we are experiencing is not just an ordinary person. This is next level. And now it switches. So first of all, the organ is, what an incredible instrument. I think the organ is such an impressive instrument. Have you ever seen an organ? They're massive. They're huge. They're so incredibly big. And what they do is they echo throughout the entirety of the church. They make you feel so incredibly small. And I think that also goes into what I said earlier about this feeling like we're looking up at a demon or a god or a deity. The connection here between the music of Zero and what we hear when we go to a church is not lost on me, and it's a really important facet of this. And also I find it kind of interesting that for a whole 50 seconds, probably into a minute, we have this organ movement. And I think that really sets the stage, right? That sets the identity of Lucilius, I think his name is. I love how the sopranos go up like that. And then we swell, we crescendo, and then we pull all the way back and just have a pedal note. And then we switch. And now we have just the piano. Oh, I forgot about this chant part. This is awesome. It's like an invocation. We're inviting the celestial voice in the soprano. Angelic, no vibrato, the chanting in the background. Now the other voices come together. I love the men back there. Big organ again. Copying a melodic pattern that we heard the soprano sing. It's like watching someone come up from underneath the stage. Again, we're moving in unison. You got the bells. And then we go up. That's like really like the arrival note, you know? No vowels in the chorus, or no consonants, just vowels. Makes everything feel really large, vertically. Rallentando, we're slowing down slightly here. This is the true ending of this phase. It's getting bigger, it's getting bigger. Pedal tone, we're holding on to one note, and then the piano. And then we have this true... Here we go. The harpsichord, again, ancient quality, liturgical quality here. No classical elements in this voice.
Worship him, a God has been born unto the world. Coward and fear, he will not forgive any voice. Devote yourself, your fate is over.
So let's talk about that really quickly. Give praise, for he has no equal. Right? It's very, very intimate. It's very spoken to you and me. Worship him, our God has been born unto the world. I love that. I love that. It's worship him. Worship him, a God has been born. Right? That's a God has been born onto the world as we descend down. A God descends down to the earth. It moves down in pitch. It's really fun. And then I love give praise. It's like, yes, give praise, for he has no equal. Right? It's sort of parlato. Worship him, our God has been born unto the world. It's really cool. Again, just ostinato.
What is a God? Omnipotence given for.
And that too. What is a God? Right? That's so beautiful because it's like a question and it's sustained. What is a God? It's really cool how we're just re-emphasizing melodic patterns. The emphasis on what? Creation. I love that. Thrive. And something also really interesting that's worth pointing out is that underneath the accompaniment, there's nothing really that's supporting. It's almost like the traditional way that we think of recitativo when we hear a Mozart opera or a bel canto period opera like Donizetti's Elixir of Love or Lucia di Lammermoor, where we have Briang Pram or su svegliate io vado all'aperto shang shang oh Dio non vedi che morir pram pram, right? It's like that. It's very similar. Obviously we have the ostinato boom pam boom piam boom pam boom pam and the harpsichord, but it does have like a classical Baroque soundscape, and that's really the timeline we're in here. I think Lucilius is probably pretty old. I'm actually wondering where these questions are coming from. What is a God? Omnipotence given form. For what did he invoke creation? Is it Lucilius talking? Or is this about Lucilius? Or are these the questions that we're asking Lucilius himself? There's a lot of different ways that we can go here.
What becomes of that question?
And then we shift, pause, and then now we get into the prog rock of it. The chorus, we get the drums in here, electric guitar. Now we're spurned into action. Cha, 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 cha. Your quintessential rock ballad here. And also, I want you to listen to the piano in here. It's almost like mysterious, like Unsolved Mysteries main theme kind of. It's like, who is that? The piano makes us ask a question like, what is going on over there? Who is that talking to us? Yeah? It's really interesting. Listen to that. Let's see if you can point out the piano. You hear that piano? Right there, in the upper register. And it's coming together. Nice emphasis here in the electric guitar and in the organ with the big pedal tones. And then you get the orchestra. We're just climbing up. Nice syncopated rhythm in there. It's like, let's go, baby. Let's go. And then we have a slowing down. Oh, that's so fun.
Give praise, for he has no equal. Worship him, a God has been born unto the world. Coward and fear, he will not forgive any vice. Devote yourself, your fate is overwritten.
So what are we saying there? If we go back a little bit, this is obviously the part where we get the main sort of thrust of this theme, the main chorus. Give praise, for he has no equal. Worship him, our God and our Lord. It's so cool. And it's really like the thrust. Give praise, for he has no equal. Worship him, a God has been born onto the world. Cower in fear. He will not forgive any vice. Devote yourself. Your fate is overwritten. Which I'm not really sure what that means, but your fate has been replaced, right? This is a new God in our world, right? Give praise. This is a unique being that you've never seen before. So it's interesting, right? Give praise, worship him, cower in fear, devote yourself, right? That's like the crux of it. But give praise, for he has no equal. Worship him, a God has been born onto the world. Cower in fear, he will not forgive any vice. Devote yourself. Your fate is overwritten. So there's like two ideas in each of these melodic patterns. Let's listen to that again. It's so cool. You also hear how musically we thrust into it, right? Give praise. Call and response there with the idea, right? Worship him. Pause. Right. To the world. Right? Cower in fear. He will not forgive any vice. The emphasis there. Devote yourself. I love that way that melody is. Overwritten. And then there's a change here. And that's a totally different idea, right? That's a totally different instinct here. What is a God? Right, like listen to this. Listen to how stanky this is.
Devote yourself, your fate is overwritten.
What is a God? Right here, ready? Key change. There's so much. What is a God? Right, there's an air of like, who the do you think you are, yeah? And then it says, omnipotence given form. For what did he invoke? Creation, so life may thrive. Then what is meaning lies in life? What becomes of that question? I'm new here, baby. I don't give a shit about anything. Yeah, it's cool. That pedal tone really sets it. Creation, but also the way that we move around when we're saying creation, you don't really hear that very often, which is really cool because it meanders around the pitch of the word. It's really fun how we have this where we connect the text with melody and with pitch. Creation is a simple word, but creation, you hear the emphasis change there? That's because we're adding more notes to the syllables into the words. So it's not just creation, which is, it's 3 syllables, creation, right? Creation. It's so cool how we can extrapolate and extend words and music would make them more powerful. We ask a question, we go up. And that too. Then what meaning lies in life? What becomes of that question? You see how we go up and then we resolve down, even though we're still asking a question, but it's like, what becomes of that question? It's a serious turn. What meaning lies in life? What becomes of that question? Cool little details here. Higher in pitch.
Bring your whole will, really yourself for supper and mercy. Black wings will rain down, fulfilling the skyborn prophecy. Life and death become one. The mist will rain, the blessed return to the void.
Now we have a change. Now we have got this metric pattern in here with the drums. Climbing. Again, moving in unison movement with the chorus and the organ. The bass guitar comes in. Again, that prog rock. Shredding. The pedal tone of the organ and the chorus over top. So cool. Back to the organ. Pretty fast. It really is like receive the twilight, right? It feels like basking in the sunlight of victory.
Receive the twilight, witness of a creation, twist into new
Nice long legato line. Hold on though. So now everything is long. So everything else above this has been, before this has been really short, you know, or like a couple like extensions of right? But now instead, now we have long sustained notes as we climb up. It's really cool. Right? So we're gonna build here in a second. It's just a bridge, a little moment, and then
receive the twilight.
right, we're still in the same. Right, we're still just like long. That's a long phrase. Here we go again.
Now I call you, oh cry chaos. I prostrate myself before you in this moment. Grant my wish.
Long phrasing still. But do you see how that's the like receive the twilight, witness as all creation twists into new form. Now I call you, O grand chaos. I prostrate myself before you in this moment. Grant my wish. You hear how that's like just like all sustained moment. Well, fuck it, let's listen to it one more time. It's so cool. Big swell in there. We're climbing. We're trying to ascend to heaven. We're trying to ascend. Ready?
Receive the twilight, witness of a creation, twist into new form.
This is really like, this is what's happening.
Now I call you,
I'm calling you, O grand chaos.
chaos.
And we go, chaos.
I prostrate myself before you in this moment. Grant
Big pause there.
my wish.
It's so like, grant my wish, right? slow down now. Now it's much more of a rock ballad. Oh, I love that. A repeat in the chorus, re-emphasizing that melody. We repeat ourselves 3 times. The piano in the background. Big chords. Slowing down. And then we're falling through the sky. We're looking up as we ask for the light to expose itself to us so that we may pray for rebirth in pure white splendor. Big sort of ending here. Just repeating ostinato piano, arpeggiations in there. Ending on a pedal tone with the organ, which is how we started. And those bells in the distance. We grow in crescendo and then we fade out. And what an incredible song it is indeed. What a treat. What a blast. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. That was awesome. Thanks a ton, and I'll see you later.